Welcome to Woods and Water Outdoors. I'm Patrick Corcoran. Today we're going to tie for you one of our specialty jigs. I think I've mentioned before that I believe lakes have their own personality, and one of the great things about making your own custom colors, you can figure out through trial and error maybe what might be special for your local lake. And I spent about 15 years fishing a lake out in northwest Texas, and this jig is going to be one of the specialty jigs for that lake. Not to say it wouldn't work somewhere else, but it's a unique looking little jig, and so really the theme of this is the crappie don't mind jig. So it's a unique setup, and most of you've probably seen the tricolored plastic tubes that have two colors in the body, and that's what this jig's going to have. We're going to mimic that. So I played around with looking at color patterns and that match together, and this is kind of where this jig was born from. So tied it up the first time, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 years ago, and the fish loved it, and it's become a popular little jig for that lake. And I keep it in a friend's bait shop out there, and they enjoy it. And so we have a 16th ounce round head with a Victory V-loc size 4. We're going to be using fluorescent yellow Danville 210 as our thread. Other materials we're going to have fluorescent orange neck hackle, Chartreuse neck hackle, or green Chartreuse. And then we're going to use olive chenille, the old school fluorescent green Danville nylon chenille, and then Chartreuse Krystal flash. First thing we're going to do is put in an orange feather. So that's our first part, and then we're going to put our Krystal flash in next. Again, this is one of those situations where I want the crystal showing through the material. And make both colors pop that way, both the orange and the Chartreuse. And then we'll put in our Chartreuse feather on the bottom. Gives us a little two-tone look right there. And then the two-tone for the body. I use two different size chenilles when I do these kind of jigs. I use our regular large. So the first thing we're going to do is put in our olive. And we're only going to put 2 or 3 wraps of this, maybe 4. We'll see here where we get to. Okay, and then I'm going to tie that off. And you could put a whip finish right there if you want to. I just really kind of cover it with thread. I haven't ever seen one of them come apart, but and then we're going to use a size 0 of the fluorescent green nylon. You can see that's not anywhere near as dark as what Danville's new color is. So if you have a stockpile of that, enjoy it while it's still around. Okay, and it's that simple. Little tri-color jig. And so we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors in this jig. What it mimics to them, I'm assuming, is going to be, sunfish related. But like I said, whenever I played around with different colors, and you can, if you look at color charts, you can see how they stack on top of each other. And a green, an olive, and an orange will be in line as complementary to each other. So that's what I did. I was just playing around, and this came out, and it's fished very well on that lake out there. And I think maybe I've caught some fish on this at Lake Bridgeport, northwest of the Metroplex as well. So good little bait, something not necessarily that you may want to tie up, but maybe a version of it with different colors will work in your area. And so enjoy it, and thanks for watching.